with you all. That is verb. Now why did I call this a part of speech? Because verb is one of those 8 parts of speech which help us to make a sentence. So all of these 8 words are known as parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. If you don't know what are parts of speech or you are still confused in that, then you can see my video on this topic in which I have explained all the parts of speech in detail. You can get the link of that video in the description below. Now let's discuss the verb. A verb is a word that describes an action, an event or state of being. According to this definition, there are 2 important rules of verb. First, it describes the action. Second, it describes the state of being. We'll see to this with some examples. Shaurya is reading a book. In this sentence, Shaurya is doing a work, an action, which is reading. So, it's clear that this is the verb of the sentence. Now, what does this state of being mean? See this example. Tanvi is a doctor. In this sentence, is a verb. It is a linking verb. Why? Because it is telling us about the state of the subject, that Tanvi is a doctor. Now, let's see one more example. Ritvik seems happy today. Here the verb seems is telling us the state or mood of Ritvik, the subject. So, seems is a linking verb which is helping us in knowing the state of a person. And now comes a very important fact about verb. Friends, verb is a very important part of a sentence and we can call it a heart of a sentence. That is to say, no sentence in English grammar is complete without a verb. And if there is no verb in a sentence, that means it's not a sentence, it's a phrase. Now this verb can be of any type. If you've seen the thumbnail of this video, you must have noticed that all types of verbs names are written over there, which sometimes can be a bit confusing for the beginners. So why not to understand this topic once and for all? Let's see what role this tree will play in making you all understand the link between all types of verbs. And how do we classify them in different types? So we define verbs mainly in 2 different categories. One is finite verbs and second is non-finite verbs. First, see the non-finite verb. It is classified into 3 different types: gerund, infinitive and participle. Now if we talk about finite verbs, they are also classified into 3 different categories: main verb, we also call it action verb, linking verb and helping verb. Helping verb, which is also known as auxiliary verb, is also of 2 types. One is primary auxiliary verb and second is modal auxiliary verb. Yep, I'm thinking to get my car fixed. See, here the person is not fixing the car, he's planning to get the car fixed. That means there will be someone else who will fix the car, maybe the mechanic. So you are making something happen by somebody else. I'm planning to get this work done by my friend as soon as possible. Next verb that can be replaced with the word get is obtain. Obtain. That means to acquire something or procure something. You possess something. You have that thing with you. Finally, I obtained the book I was looking for. Finally, I had the book I was looking for. So here in place of obtained, in place of had, I can use the word got. Second form of the verb get would be got. So finally, I got the book I was looking for. Can you get some salt from the kitchen? Again, a very useful sentence that you can use in your daily conversation. And now the last use of the verb get. We can use the word get in the passive form of the sentence. Here it is used in place of the verb to be. To be is actually is, am, are, was, were. As in, if you want to sound quite informal, that means you want to talk in a casual tone, you will use get in place of these helping verbs. And there will always come third form of the verb after the word get. I hope you all know that we always use verb third form in the passive voice. By the way, if you want to watch a video on passive voice, the link is there in the description, you can watch that. Now let's see examples with this use. My favorite cup got broken. So the actual formal sentence would be my favorite cup was broken, but here in place of was, I am using got. Okay, so this is the best way you can use got in a passive sentence in place of is, am, are, was, were. She got fired because she was always late for work. The actual sentence is she was fired. Again, in place of was, we are using got. So yeah, I've pretty much told you all the important usage of the word get in the general conversation. Make sure to use get more and more in your conversation, because I'm telling you guys, you will see a fluency in your conversation automatically. Once you have a command over this verb, it comes out very easily and naturally. Now the work for you. I want you to write down all the meanings that you learned today of the word get. So you can write them from 1 to 10 and you can change the sequence, it makes no difference. Just make sure you don't miss out on any verb and its meaning. I'll be waiting for your answers in the comment section. This is Nidhi, your English language coach. Thanks so much for learning with me and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Till then, bye.